almost the end of the year, and we thought we'd do a video wrapping up what's been going on over the last couple of months. First and foremost, we've been on the news a lot lately. The Aaron Dean trial has resulted in a lot of interviews. Although we were not involved in the trial directly, we had a lot of people calling up here asking for comments. So Christy Jack, Lisa Herrick, and myself have all been on the news talking about what information the jury was hearing, how long they were deliberating, what that meant, and ultimately what the jury meant. Speaking of Lisa Herrick and I both had an opportunity to go down to Baylor and teach at the boot camp. This is a weekend where we get to train the next generation of young attorneys in aspects of criminal trials. So hopefully we made them better prepared for their futures as defense attorneys or as prosecutors once they get out of law school. Speaking of law school, we had a number of our interns go through finals this month in December, and one, Maya Manning, graduate. We gave out our Changemaker Scholarship. So this is a scholarship meant for students who are in or entering law school and asking them what it means for them to be a change maker in their community and how they expect to use their law degree to affect change. We released our first video with Christopher Monroe. Christopher Monroe sat down with me and became part of my podcast, but he's someone that I'm going to have in future episodes of our podcast. He's someone who was our client, has a remarkable story of things that were going well in his life, things that went poorly in his life that ultimately led him to federal prison, how he got through federal prison sooner than expected, how he's thrived there, and how going to prison was life-changing in a positive way for him. And he's a success story, and it's a story that I think people need to hear, particularly folks who are looking at daunting sentences and wondering what their future might hold. We have had a number of criminal cases dismissed, and that's fantastic on the criminal side. We even had a criminal case that got no billed, which meant the grand jury did not indict that case. It was a high-profile police officer who was our client, and ultimately his case was no billed by the grand jury after being alleged to have committed a felony assault. So the grand jury did the right thing there. We got a tremendous outcome for an individual who serves our community. We took part in National Adoption Day. So National Adoption Day is what it sounds like, and here in Tarrant County, that's a very special day where a number of children are adopted in our community, and our family courts and our family law judges get really excited about that day and giving back to the kids, and the kids get bears. It's a very special day, and it's a special moment for us and for our attorneys and our staff on the family law side to get involved with the community and give back. And so we were really excited to do that. The Family Law Division also took part in the Fort Worth Paralegal Association's luncheon, staying in touch with not just the most recent developments in the law, but also the community of paralegals here in Fort Worth that support each other and certainly of great assistance on particularly on the family law side. Finally, 13 of our attorneys were named top attorneys in Fort Worth. So they were recognized by Fort Worth Magazine as top attorneys. And that's a huge accomplishment, particularly given the number of attorneys within our firm that got that. So 13 attorneys, that's almost everyone besides some folks who just recently joined our firm that received this award. It's a prestigious award. And we're very thankful to our peers who voted for us so that we could become members of that award recipient group. So that wraps up at least the highlights for the last couple of months. We hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll do some future videos. Thank you. Have a blessed holiday and a Merry Christmas.